so beautiful. I'm Angela Matthews.
And I'm Cindy Jackson, and we're with Back to 30 Rejuvenation Centers, and we're here to talk about tips, tricks, and celebrity secrets. And today we're going to talk about Ultherapy.
So what Ultherapy is, guys, is a way to lift and tighten the skin. It is an alternative to going under the knife.
Which doesn't sound great.
No, it doesn't sound great. And it's utilizing technology, which is what Back to 30 is known for.
So Ultherapy, we actually were the first, you know how we love to say we're the first, yay, to bring Ultherapy into the upstate clinics and also to our Merle's Inlet Clinic.
And we were told recently that we are in the top 8 states, or the largest in 8 states on the eastern coastline for Ultherapy. Ultherapy is awesome. If you have a turkey neck,
Yes. You don't want
you
to
don't
turkey
want
neck. No.
Ultherapy is going to help you guys with that.
It will. And it works on the décolleté as well. In fact, we're now in gala season here in Greenville.
Right.
So a lot of women are starting to wear that off the shoulder or strappy dress.
So we've been told, we had a man ask us about this recently. He said, hey Cindy, hey Angela, I've got a question for you. What is décolleté? So for those of you, if you don't know what décolleté is, it's chest. It's just
Yes.
a fancy way to say chest.
It is. So if you have crepiness in the chest, so those little fine lines, actually Ultherapy can get rid of that.
If you want to have a nice, tight, wrinkle-free, crepey-free cleavage,
Then Ultherapy is for you.
that's right.
Yeah. We actually have both had Ultherapy, and I'll just talk about my Ultherapy. I had full face Ultherapy and loved it. And I started to see results at 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. Really at 6 months I was at full results. What I did though is I went back in and I had the practitioner, which we love our practitioners, they're the best, go ahead and fine tune and do my lower face. And then she came back in and she did Kybella with that, which we've talked about before.
Kybella gets rid of fat under the chin.
And what it did though is it did lift and tighten.
I see it.
And
It's a huge change.
It is a huge change, and it's something where it makes, for me, it not only helps with the lifting and tightening, but it also does something to your skin. So you do get rid of some of those fine lines, some of the crepiness, and it's an overall great treatment.
So one of the things, let's talk about what Ultherapy is. Ul stands for ultrasound. So it's an ultrasound therapy. It's a type of ultrasound therapy. And we utilize ultrasound in our treatments quite a bit. Ultrasound is a great technology. It's used to see a baby. Okay, it doesn't hurt the baby. It's a sound wave, and it's just the way the sound wave is sent back to the computer or to the screen or to the monitor that we happen to be using that allows us to make a picture from it. We use ultrasound in ultra shape, which is something different, and that sound wave or ultrasound is designed to be specific to go to a certain level in the skin that has an affinity for or an attraction for your fat cell, and it's going to vibrate the fat cell 200,000 times in a second. That's going to cause the membrane to implode. Painless is awesome. Only goes to the fat cell, doesn't harm other tissues. We can use ultrasound for that. We can use ultrasound to help. We don't, but there are chiropractors and physical therapists and certain types of pain management doctors that often will use ultrasound to help to heal tendons, to help to heal ligaments, and it's all about changing the permeability of the cell wall. You get a great exchange of fluid, and that's going to accelerate your healing. This is also ultrasound. It's just ultrasound focused in a different way. See, what happens is when, let's say you were to go in and have a facelift, right? What happens in a facelift procedure, and I've actually watched this done.
It's a little scary.
It is. It really is, and it doesn't mean that there's never a case to be made for that being the choice. However, at Back to 30, we're all about 90 days,
No surgery,
real results, meaning that first line of defense is always using technology and non-surgical. And if that's not an option, then we would look at surgical. So we're not saying that never facelift. We're saying facelift if you have no other choice.
put it off as long as you can.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because what happens is they literally take a knife or a scalpel and they're going to come down the side of your face, around your ear, and then they're going to literally pull the skin back. Right? Now, part of a full facelift is once they pull the skin back, they expose the muscle, the underlying muscle tissue. Now, that is the SMAS layer. Okay, it's the fibrous muscular layer. It's the very top layer of muscle. And then the surgeon is going to take some type of cautery makes burns, some type of cautery tool, and literally put hundreds to thousands of those little cautery or burns on the muscle. Now that's super important. We really need to do that if part of what needs to happen for the facelift to look good is that the muscle needs to be tighter. And anytime you cause cautery points on a muscle, the tissue draws up and it's going to cause the muscle to tighten and to lift. Here's the best part, okay? Well, not really the best part here, but here's what happens. If you were having a facelift done, after those cautery points are done, then they're going to lay the skin back over, they're going to cut off the extra, and then they're going to sew what's left over together.
Is everyone freaked out now by that?
But it really is how it works.
It is.
And you've got months and months of downtime if they do all of that. And that's a big surgery to go through. And it takes a while to look close to yourself. And if you've got a great surgeon, you're going to look like a younger version. If you've got a bad surgeon, you're going to look like you got caught in a wind tunnel.
Mm-hmm. Or as we say, your mom was a duck.
Oh, yeah. And
dad was a monkey. Yeah.
We don't want that.
No.
So here's the beautiful part about technology. It's awesome. We literally now have the ability to have a technology such as the Ultherapy treatment. We can see where we're at. We can send the ultrasound waves down to our target. So let's say it's muscle. We're going to go down to the muscle, that top layer of the muscle, and when the ultrasound waves are there, we can push a button that causes those ultrasound waves to cross, and it causes a lot of heat when they cross, friction. And it's enough heat that we can literally place those cautery points exactly where we want them. That means on the muscle. And we don't have to cut your face and separate the skin from muscle to get to it. We can do it without touching the surface of the skin. We use ultrasound waves to get there. It's amazing. Then we're going to come back in the subcutaneous tissue, which is where the collagen lives, and we do the same thing. And the heat is going to cause the collagen fibers to shorten. And when the collagen fibers are shortened, do you think that makes your skin look tighter or looser?
Tighter.
Tighter. It does. The other thing that happens is when we have controlled damage in the subcutaneous tissue, and when it is very controlled, that heat, that damage, controlled damage, actually forces the body to have to remodel the collagen that's already there, meaning the body goes into overdrive making you collagen. So again, is that going to make your skin looser or tighter?
Tighter.
Tighter. A lot of things that happen. Ultherapy, you're going to see results at 3 months, more visible results at 6 months. And from a microscopic level, once we do these types of things to collagen, that can be measured for up to 18 months and 2 years. But from the naked eye, we're going to visibly see the change 3 months and 6 months down the road.
We will. And so for those of you who may have considered plastic surgery and going under the knife, or those of you who've had it, and we have a ton of clients who've came in who've had plastic surgery, you can actually come back in and have Ultherapy done. So as an example, they really say sort of the way to look at plastic surgery is you want to wait as long as you can, like Angela and I talked about. But when you have it, you really only have a lifeline of about 10 years. So if you think about it, let's say you're in your 30s or you're in your 40s. You just turned 40. 40 is sort of that magical number.
It really is.
Where guys usually buy Corvettes and girls go on shopping sprees. But if you're hitting that number and you don't want to look like that, before you go under the knife, because if you do, you only have 10 years, so that takes you to 50.
Yes.
With Ultherapy, you could actually have this done and keep your youth a little bit longer.
And think about it too. I mean, this is really good if you have had surgery. Think about that. The surgery is going to cut off the extra skin, but the skin that's left is still not healthy. This is a way to not only lift and tighten the muscle, but it's a way for you to make the skin that you have healthier. And the more collagen you have, the more collagen you have to respond. The more collagen you have that can respond, the better result you get. Meaning, it's better to start treatments like this earlier than later. Later's still okay, but you're going to get the most result if you can start it earlier. So if you are 35 or 40 and you are just starting to see that sagging skin, go ahead and get Ultherapy done. If you are 55 or 60 or 65 and you really want to lift, get Ultherapy done. If you've had a facelift, Ultherapy, and it is incredibly, incredibly practitioner dependent.
It is practitioner dependent. And we always say we train,
and retrain. And we truly have the best team members. And we'll give an example. Ultherapy is very intensive for your practitioner. And if you've been to see us and you didn't realize that, I'm going to tell you guys, it is very intense for the practitioner. There's a lot that goes into it. There is gel. If the gel's too thick, too thin? Are there air bubbles? Are you actually on the target? Do you have the right transducer? There's just a lot of things that go on. And I'm going to tell you, the computer that we have keeps track of every single pulse that's given. And what is considered an acceptable treatment in Ultherapy is if less than 10% of your pulses are perfect pulses. So as an example, if we gave you 1,000 pulses, then it would be okay if 100 of them weren't perfect. Now, I've literally gone back and looked, and we've had other team members that have gone back and looked at Ultherapy treatments, and I'll give an example. There's one person in particular that I went through over at our Highway 14 location. And literally out of 1,000, it was a little over 1,000 pulses, she had like 5 that weren't perfect. So that is so unbelievable. We just can't tell you. Our team members, part of our core values are that they have passion, the team members have passion for the industry, that they care about you guys, when you come in to see us, that they embrace change and the technology and the training piece of it. It is a core value that our team members are going to care enough about you to do a great job. And then they've had the training to give you the result that you want. So does it matter where you go for Ultherapy?
Absolutely it does.
100% matters. And our team members are awesome.
And another thing with Ultherapy, and one thing that we treated a lot of people on this summer, especially here in South Carolina, is tennis knees.
Oh.
So if you are a tennis player and you have that crepiness above your knee, or let's face it, if you're just the average Joe or Jane and you jog or you wear short skirts, if you have crepiness above your knee, you can get rid of that crepiness.
So you know something that's so funny? We've always called this tennis knees because we live where we live, and tennis is really big, and people wear the cute little tennis skirts, and you may wear tennis skirts. They're super cute.
They are.
So that's what.
Or golf shirts.
Or golf shirts. And Cindy and I are always talking about tennis knees. But we had someone ask us recently if we helped elephant knees. Now my mind went to like
bigger,
big, clubby, kind of wide knees. That's what I thought. So I immediately went to Ultra Shape, because Ultra Shape can help get rid of the fat around the knee. But that's not what they meant. They meant the wrinkles around the knee that like a tennis player gets. So we can call it elephant knees, we can call it tennis knees, but if you got it, Ultherapy will help it.
Absolutely it will. So we do have Ultherapy on our website. So if you go to back230.com, we've got a page. You can find out all about Ultherapy. Consultations are always free. Our practitioners are fantastic at this treatment. They've been doing it for a long time. And like we said, we train
and retrain.
So come to Back to 30, get a consultation, see if Ultherapy is right for you. And next time we're on Facebook Live, we are going to be doing a contest. So start to like us now, forward this out, share
this
it
with your friends, guys. Let us know what you want to hear. Send us a message. We want to know what you want. We want to know what you want to learn about. And don't forget, we also have a special guest coming soon.
Absolutely. So next time, we're going to focus on something that you send in. So respond in a message. Let us know what you want to hear next week.
And what kind of contest you want.
And what kind of contest you want. Because next week, we want to give away something. Don't we?
We do.
Goodbye, beautiful.